Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to be doing a video of Crossfire AMD 6950s in Crysis. I'm going to be doing a series of videos over the next couple of weeks, testing it out on various games. To start off with, I had the settings set to 1920 by 1080 with 8 times anti-aliasing. All the settings turned all the way up for Crysis. I'm actually going to turn off VSync for this video just because that will actually cap the frame rates at 60 frames per second, so you guys won't get a full idea of what the performance is. System I'm running, I upgraded recently from SLI GTX 260 Core 192s up to what I have now, which is the two 6950s. So as you can see, I have all of my settings set up to very high. The reason motion blur says custom is I set it for a slightly higher level of motion blur just because I think it actually looks better, but that's just my opinion. I shouldn't really impact the frame rates though. So, just showing you that. Sorry about the poor video quality. I'm actually recording it using my phone. I don't actually have a good video camera, so I just ended up using my phone, and it's good enough where you can actually see the frame rates, but I understand the video quality is not going to be great. You can see there frame rates are 60s, 80s, 50s in some cases, but generally pretty good. This is with 8 times anti-aliasing, everything turned all the way up. Now, I'm probably going to get a few comments wondering why I didn't use fraps. Well, that really wouldn't give you a very good idea of what the frame rates would be, because fraps kills frame rates. I mean, if I used fraps, the frame rates would probably be a good, I don't know how much lower, but it'd be significantly lower. So that really wouldn't give you an idea of performance. Sorry about the shaky camera. I'm trying to hold the camera while playing the game. Not working very well. For the next minute of this video or so, the video quality is a little bit bad, then I pick it back up again. Sorry about that. It's not so easy to do. I need like an extra pair of hands. Or a video camera, that'd be nice too. If any of you guys want to donate a video camera to me, more than welcome to. Just leave a comment. Leave me a free video camera. Make much better quality videos in the future if you guys want to do that, but no one's going to do that. I wish. I'm actually very impressed with these video cards, though. These, I initially had actually considered getting a GTX 580, which is $500 from NVIDIA, but when looking at the reviews, I figured out that Crossfire 6950s, which are generally about $250 each, these are the 2GB versions, actually outperform the GTX 580. I actually got these two off of Newegg for not $2, I wish, $230 each. So it cost me $460 total. So actually a little bit cheaper than a GTX 580 and better performance. Also, sometimes, according to the current benchmarks, they actually outperform the new 6990s in some cases. Usually it's about equal. And the new GTX 590, which is NVIDIA's newest dual GPU option as of April 2011. Both of the last two video cards I just mentioned, the 6990s and GTX 580s, are dual card solutions, and both of them are, single card solutions that have dual GPUs on one card. Both of those actually cost $700, and really performance is about equal or worse in most cases to the Crossfire 6950s. So, given that I saw no point in spending an extra $200 for something that would literally get me absolutely nothing, I decided to get these. So, I upgraded from two GTX 260s, which I thought was kind of impressive. The performance difference, it's very noticeable when I'm playing. Most games I do not manage to get below 60 frames per second for any of the games I've tried so far. Crysis 1, as I'm sure any of you guys who have actually played this game know, has random, well, not random, but has periodic dips in frame rates. I don't really know why. I was actually kind of surprised because I think there may be a bottleneck in the system, although to be honest, it really isn't affecting performance that much, but I'm not sure. I think the video cards may actually be being held back a little bit because changing the anti-aliasing setting actually does very little to the frame rates. It'll change it a little bit. If you're looking at an area where you have really high frame rates, it's a little bit noticeable, but it's really not that big. I mean, maybe it's because it has 2 gigabytes of RAM on each card, so just you can turn it up pretty high. A lot of people who are using this setup actually use a 30-inch monitor, which would be the 2560 by 1600 resolution, I guess, and they get pretty good frame rates on there. So these cards are a little bit overkill for the screen size I have, actually, but I'm not going to be spending any money on a new screen anytime soon. I'm using a 25-inch Samsung HD TV / monitor, and I actually like it quite a bit. So I'm going to conclude this video, which is, I realize, not the best quality video ever. I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of ideas of performance here and just an idea of how it runs. If you guys want a higher quality video or one recorded with fraps, leave a comment. I'll just record a video with fraps and you guys will have a lot better video quality. Frame rates will be a little bit lower, but given that you guys are watching this on YouTube, you really are not seeing what 60 frames per second actually looks like anyway, so I can just do one just for the heck of it so you guys can see what the game looks like, but it's not going to be a realistic thing of what my frame rates are actually like when I'm not using fraps to record video. So that concludes the video for the GTX, I'm sorry, I've been so used to saying GTX 260 for the last 3 years, AMD 6950s. Thanks for watching. If you want to leave any comments, if there's a game that you'd like to see tested on the system, just leave me a comment and I'll do that too if I have the game. I have a fair number of games, just some new ones. I can give you a little short list of the games that I have if you guys want options for which ones you'd like to see in future videos. If you don't actually want to see ones listed in future videos, you can just stop listening to the video now, because the next couple of minutes I'm just going to read to you guys the various games that I have. That would be Alien Swarm, Battlefield Bad Company 2, Call of Duty Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, same performance pretty much as Black Ops, Company of Heroes, Crysis 2. Crysis 2, actually, I'm having some major problems, but I think that's just the drivers. Frame rates are fine, but I'm getting these random bars going up and down the screen. Pretty annoying. Dead Space, Empire Total War, Fallout New Vegas, Grand Theft Auto 4, Hitman Blood Money, Just Cause 2, Left 4 Dead 2, Mafia 2, Portal 2, which hasn't come out yet, but yeah, I'll be getting that. Prince of Persia, I'm not going to test that one. That's a really old game. You can get 60 frames per second at just about any card with that thing. Red Faction Guerrilla, Stalker, Call of Pripyat, Team Fortress 2, Titan Quest, Tom Clancy's Hawks, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, Splinter Cell Conviction. This game, Splinter Cell Conviction, is horribly optimized. Frame rates are actually not even 60 frames per second with everything maxed out, even on these cards. Yet, it runs perfectly fine on an Xbox 360. Just not a well-optimized game. I don't think that really reflects on the video cards at all. Witcher, World of Goo, and Worms Reloaded. Last two of them are kind of a joke. There's no way you'd even test a system using like rudimentary video cards with those things. So, if there's any of those that you'd like to see, or you'd like to see Crysis Warhead, which I also have, just leave a comment. I will try to get to it in the next few weeks. College exams are coming up or whatever, so I won't be doing any videos immediately, but if you guys want to see something, let me know, and I'll show